Hello there. Would you like to go back in time? It seems you'd like to go back to the 70s. I wonder why you chose it. Maybe you grew up in the 70s, or maybe you wish you did. Either way, the 70s is undeniably iconic. Still reeling in a post-war Britain, the 70s is synonymous with flared trousers, youth rebellion, women's sexual freedom, punk culture, rock and roll, technological advancement, the first blockbuster, and a pipeline of music legends. You were right to choose it. Well done. To set the scene, you're about 20 and you've gone camping with your friends for the summer at a retreat. You relax by the campfire, people chat, drink, smoke, sing, switch on the radio for the tunes. Tomorrow feels far away. You could sit here forever. So, shall we take you back? All you've got to remember is that no time will ever match the good vibes of the 70s. So, close your eyes, chill out, listen, and enjoy.
This is the sound of BBC local radio. Music extremely warm and full, 70 Fahrenheit. Not everybody understands.
Medical doctors say you're liable to go psychotic.
But then it wouldn't do if everyone had the same taste, would it?
Really? What does it mean?
Off your head.
Oh, really? You know, I really think this is a funny thing, but if all the people that took acid, you know, when the people that I know that have taken acid, we can look out at the other people that haven't, and they can tell us we're crazy, and we can say, well, you haven't seen anything yet, because there are things that are more beautiful.
Oh dear, I'm sorry about that. The record jumped about a little bit there. You probably did as well. You probably did as well. Probably did as well. Probably did as well. Probably did as well.
Stay where you are and stay where you are and keep your
At the present time, it's a sort of watershed, I think. Women are apparently liberated in many ways, but in fact and in practice, they're not. They're still discriminated against in many professional fields, and often in very pernicious ways.
I think everybody should be liberated. Why just women, you know? I mean, but why not women? I mean, why not children too, you know?
How can they be liberated?
I think they've got to liberate themselves, because I'm not going to do it for them.
Until women are free, the men won't be. I'm quite content, and I think most of the women I know are quite content with the sex that they are. But I'm all for variety, and the more variety the better, and women are infinitely varied.
What do we want? Liberation! When do we want it? Now!
It's a wonderful turnout. I never believed that you would have got this.
Power cuts up and down the country, becoming in some places almost a daily occurrence.
It was meals by candlelight, but only for those who bought them before supplies ran out.
In the last 2 years, Britain has suffered one of the highest inflation rates in Europe.
If you live in a poor neighborhood, they don't want to know about you. And the only how you could get around to them is by fighting for what you want.
But this galloping devaluation has forced the government into crisis measures.
And are thus seriously restricting the amount of housing left for the poor. The minority that's left behind finds itself in a situation that is getting steadily worse.
You have to be united. And we formed a group to fight the council to get what we want out of them.
For the 1.5 million unemployed in Britain, the pinch is even more severe. Those without work now account for 6% of the total labour force.
Since nationalisation, 70% of Britain's pits have been closed and 60% of the labour force have left.
If they want coal in this country and they want an efficient mining industry, they've got to create men to work in this country.
Was it just the money, though, which made you decide that you wanted no more of mining?
No, it wasn't only the money, it was the conditions we were working in. Seeing the young boys going on the pit, knowing full well that they don't really know what's facing them. Watching my brother die at 47 years of age, 5 weeks ago, of pneumoconiosis. He finally made my mind up for me to get out of the industry completely. The way he died, we all knew that Sid had 80% dust we call it, like, isn't it? It took him a week to die. He was using 4 bottles of oxygen a day. We couldn't even take the mask off his face to give him a tablet to ease the pain in his chest.
The mind that had dreams very often come true. Daddy, you know it would break my heart if anything happened to you. Just go and tell my...
Hello there. Would you like to go
Women
back in
still
time?
fought for the
Seems you like to go back to the
actualization
70s.
of their freedoms,
I wonder why you chose it.
and the
Maybe you grew up
liberation
in the
movement
70s
was
already, or wish you
dominated
did.
by and
Either way,
catered
the
to
70s
the
are
white
proudly
middle
American.
class.
Still reeling in a post-war Britain, the 70s is synonymous with glad
The
childhood.
oil and energy
Women
crises
sexual
meant
freedom,
homes
pop
went
culture,
without
rock and roll,
electricity
Irish
and
boy
heat.
bands, first blockbuster, and a pipeline of music legends.
Striking workers continually struggled to reach agreement with the government. The unrest meant workers were confronted with police, who were finally exposed for their institutionalized racism. Young people faced mass unemployment. Civil rights riots broke out across the country. What do we really know? Even my perception of it is singular. Maybe we only call them simpler times because we're no longer living in them.
Well done. Right to choose it. No time will ever match the good vibes of the 70s.
You were right to choose it. Well done.